Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing how we can generate regular expressions from the given DFA. There are two methods to generate regular expression from a given DFA. First is using Arden's theorem and second is using state elimination method. We have already discussed Arden's theorem in the previous slides and now we will be discussing state elimination method in the coming slides. Now, as far as state elimination method is concerned, as the name in itself says that in this method, all the intermediate states except the start and final state are eliminated one by one and final regular expression is derived. Say for example, we have a loop on a particular state, say state Q1 has a loop of B, the regular expression corresponding to loop will be B star. Now, if we have two states joined together through concatenation operation, that is, here we have Q1 and Q2 are joined by B and Q0 and Q1 by A. They are in concatenation. We can eliminate state Q1 and regular expression which we will get will be AB. If two transitions are leading to same state, then their regular expression will be A or B. Please remember, A or B can be represented by A/B or it can also be represented by A plus B, meaning remains the same. Most important point in state elimination method is that if we have more than one final states in a given DFA, we will consider each final state as individual entity and find the regular expression corresponding to that state, and all the other final states will be treated as non-final states. In the end, final output generated by all individual DFAs will be combined through a OR synthesis. Say for example, we have only two-state DFA in which we have a start state and a final state. Since there is no intermediate state between these two, we need not have any elimination. Corresponding to Q0, regular expression is B star. Corresponding to Q1, regular expression is AB star. So the final output will be B star A, B star. Coming to the next question, in this we have states Q0, Q1 and Q2. Q1 is the intermediate state, so we need to remove this state. Now when we talk about eliminating the Q1 state, the output which we will get is, it is a concatenation of A and A or B. So we will have Q0 to Q2 represented through A plus B. Now regular expression corresponding to Q0 will be B star, corresponding to Q2 will be A or B into A or B whole star, because we have a loop of A or B at Q2. So the final output will be B star A or B into A or B whole star. Come to next question. In this we have three states, but in this case we have a loop of Q2 to Q1 on A or B. Now, when we want to eliminate the state Q1, we will have two outputs. One is A or B, and another will be a loop from Q2 to Q1 of A or B. So, we have these two inputs in the loop, and these will be combined together by a OR operation. So, the regular expression again corresponding to Q0 is B star, whereas corresponding to Q2 it will be A or B into A or B or B whole star. So the final output will be B star A or B into A or B plus B whole star. Now we come to the question in which we have four states, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So we will eliminate Q1 and Q2 step by step. First, we will start with elimination of Q1 state. At Q1 state, we have one in move from B, one out move to Q3 on A, and a self loop of B star. So if we eliminate Q1, we will get all these three in concatenation, that is B star A. Next, we move to eliminating Q2. When we eliminate Q2, we get A or B. So now these two are in OR. So we can easily represent the output of Q3 as A or B or B star A in concatenation with a loop of B, that is B star. So the final output is B star A or A or B star. Come to next question. In this question we have four states, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. First we will try to eliminate the state Q1. When we try to eliminate the state Q1, One output will be from Q0 to Q2 BB. Another output will be Q0 to Q3 BA. So this is it. We have one output BA direct from Q0 to Q3, another output BB from Q0 to Q2. Now just see this state Q2. We find that this state Q2 is redundant since there is no outmove from Q2. So no regular expression can be derived from it. So ultimately the only DFA which is left out is Q0 to Q3 on BA only. So the final output will be BA. In this question, we have two final states. As discussed earlier, when we have two final states, we will treat first Q2 as final state, then Q3 as final state. When Q3 is treated as final state, Q2 will be treated as non-final state and vice versa. Now, first we are considering Q3 as final state. When we consider Q3 as final state, the transition diagram on the right is the one which we will consider. Now again, it is clear from here that Q2 is the redundant state. We need not consider it. So DFA which we need to consider is Q0, Q1, Q3, and corresponding to this, we will get the output BA. Now, second step will be when we will consider Q2 as the final state. When we consider Q2 as the final state, we need to eliminate state Q1 as well as state Q3. So what we will do? First we will eliminate state Q1. As discussed earlier, we will have two outputs. One is from Q0 to Q2 BB, another is Q0 to Q3 BA. Rest everything remains the same. We will eliminate Q3. When we try to eliminate Q3, we will get BA in concatenation with A or B. So we have two out moves from Q0 to final state. One is A or BB, another is BA, A or BB, and a self loop of AB. So if we simplify it, this is the output which we get. These two in moves are joined by a OR operation, and the final output which we get corresponding to this will be BA, A or B, or A or BB in concatenation with A or B star. Why we have added this BA? Because when we considered Q3 as the final state, the output which we got was BA. And since we had two final states, combine the output of both the final states by a OR operation. Next we come to this question. In this case, we have again two final states. First, we are considering Q2 as final state. When we consider Q2 as final state, Q3 seems to be redundant state. Since there will be only in moves, no out move to the final state, which is Q2. So the only output will be A. Now we consider Q3 as the final state. When we consider Q3 as the final state, we get the output which was very much similar to the example which we considered earlier, that is BB star A. Again, eliminating Q1, we get the output A plus B. And now when we simplify it, we get B star A plus A plus B. Again, we have to combine the final states of both, that is when Q2 was final state and Q3 was non-final, and when Q3 is final and Q2 is non-final. Corresponding to the state Q2, which was final, we got the output only as A. So this is combined in a OR with the output which we achieve from Q3. In this question, it seems quite easy that we can eliminate state Q1 and we will get the output. Now the point arises that in this case, B star A or B star is fine, but there is a complete loop from Q0 to Q2 which can move n number of times. So what we will have as a regular expression is first B star A plus B star into A, B star A or B star in whole star, because this particular loop can move around n number of times. So we can summarize that we have discussed how regular expression can be generated corresponding to a DFA, and the state elimination method has been discussed and problems have been solved using it. In the next slides, we will discuss properties of regular expression.